Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here.
I've made all the necessary adjustments. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachi. Go ahead. After Malco fell, I scoured the battle. If I had been there, I've always...
But the Pyro Archon...
There might not... All right. Let's get to it. Make sure you prepare yourself.
Look at that golden thing! It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer!
The storms I've encountered out at sea. This is really quite tame. Time to go!
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
The wind knows me.
You can't run!
Silence!
One with nature. Check this out.
Yeah!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn.
Judgment! Shiver!
Settle down!
The wind knows me.
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long! We're getting close!
Vichama!
Quick! Take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Something's not right.
The abyss is corroding his body.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there. Thank you.
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is strong.
This power.
Hanging in there?
Malco. No!
We can't wait any longer.
I already tried, but the power of the abyss...
In that case, get back!
Chaska, wait!
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was... You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we...
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poo.
Okay.
At least Kachina's ancient... Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, And now... it's too late to save him.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama?
Huh? This is...
enough to swing a sword.
I never thought of...
Guess I have something to... Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Maybe you're right. Vichama, don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
Was that?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Of course. See, but
A deep
Malko was always the type to put on a... For all these...
Bichama.
I'm fine. When you asked for my help, but I also understood once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable quality. If I could do it that way, there are critical... That's something...
Thank you, I promised I would find her, and
That's good to hear.
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience,
anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Oh, and apologize.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand?
I think you know exactly.
Honestly, it's... They're back.
Koichi?
Don't play dumb with your own sis. My apologies, everyone.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, she was afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. That strength of will pushed her to survive, but it also planted a seed of conflict within her.
For some reason, Paimon can totally...
Well,
Ah, I remember those days. Eventually, she found a way to rein... It sounds like she's still...
that's
Oh, I get it. No,
I'm all for your adventure. Still,
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have one.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but,
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's
well, technically I am going abroad, right?
again with the excuse. We agreed, didn't we? But a trip to...
What do you mean, sneak into the play?
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't
You feel like you went back on...
Oh,
This is important.
you don't know that?
All right, whatever. Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm just...
Then... You need to know something.
But the person you become when you lose good...
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their moral.
I've also told you...
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. All right, let's stop this here.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi!
So, you're really going to go?
Then support me.
So, that's it.
you two are
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted. It's not my place to get involved, but I will
Thank you.
anytime, according to
If only Tone Gift Bard was here, he could have ripped...
It might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
Huh? I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life... Still, stay safe out there in the night.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
Well, it's fairly
The Fatui again?
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take...
That's why it has to be... Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. Still, all you need to do is focus.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san.
Archon, I'm sorry about before.
You have nothing to be... Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that a
Good eye.
Whoa. I've never...
It looks like there are items from every tribe.
I suppose you could think of it as and physical. Now, if you're curious about.
Alright, we'll have a look. Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head!
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions. The association, and even if a warrior had the strength to put it on,
Sounds like it.
so the owner of the original, he would often wear.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time. There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to...
No, Yamaya is an The tools you see, the contents of the jar.
Ooh, must...
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea.
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have...
That's right. It belongs to a legendary. He and I met in a tavern. In his eye.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. He managed to kill. Can a fisherman?
Well, Paimon...
That was my answer. In the end, he.
Wait, that means...
Maybe we can go ahead.
Whoa, this weapon is...
That weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from 500 years ago. That's because even before the disaster with.
exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted. When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found themselves in urgent need of a powerful figure. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished. Ultimately, he perished. And because he had already lost his ancient name, and so he was laid to rest alongside the.
Wow.
Indeed, even now his story is told. The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
At once? Paimon's not sure she understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important? Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions, and eventually arrive at a very different destination. The future is the same way. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply...
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present. But too often we forget, while the pilgrimage and the Night Warden, only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras to come up with such a set of rules. The first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, namely a framework, by holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among them. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and
So, it all comes down to the power of the divine... Wait, is that a family portrait?
Yes. That's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! Paimon was having a hard... It really doesn't look like there was anything...
A little late for that question.
Sorry! Paimon's so...
No matter what becoming the arc, my father made... One time, my sister... I still remember the way...
Wow.
Isn't that what being as the Archon?
Well, what happened after?
I believe she ended... Anyway, that's enough about me. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin. Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina!
Huh? I'm not seeing things.
It's okay, Kachina. It's just...
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost... The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So the Night Kingdom has become a huge...
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe.
It's okay. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. I'll find a way back.
You're always like... I don't know what lot. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars. A hero of Natlan. All you need to do is wait for us to rescue you. And you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go still.
All you need to do is no one fights alone. We're not leaving you by. Yeah, we're.
Thank you. Be careful.
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion.
I know.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone. It really means a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
You can't run!
Brings a smile to my face.
So we're underneath Natlan right now?
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civil. Humans only established their own society.
So these are Saurian ruins? Wait, you mean like the elemental sovereigns?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until these ruins have been abandoned.
So what you're saying?
No, it's going to be
What?
It's the pre-adventure excitement!
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Then let's go. We won't let any...
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
As a professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grill. Those guys look familiar.
We've fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
I got you covered! One with nature. Clouds high.
Punishment! Judgment!
seems really high up.
The wind knows me.
Silence!
What a nuisance.
Don't get too close!
Judgment! Shiver!
Bow your head.
Into the wind! Here's Becca! The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Silence!
One with nature.
Lights out. Judgment!
Into the wind.
Shiver!
Is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it.
Easy for you to say.
This must be the entrance to Pyro.
Yes. There's something in the...
We actually have to go in. Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from...
That overflow of energy is probably...
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. anything can happen.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We have.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground?
Oh, yeah. Right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We felt if this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance.
That's it? Right.
So that means all we need to do is find.
Exactly. This light is...
The terrain looks difficult to navigate.
Yeah. These floating black things don't.
Those are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Calm down, I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right? Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces. I'm sorry I can only appear before you and...
No, we should be the ones apologizing. But we had to destroy it.
Of course. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly...
Whether in triumph.
Exactly. That may not be in the... You're looking for a young girl. I'd like to help her. Be careful.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ouch!
Right, get back here. You can't go wandering. Stay close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being. Keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Check this out!
Not good. More monsters.
We shouldn't waste our time on them.
Bow your head.
Judgment!
The wind knows me.
Justice is blind. Settle down.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything!
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was.
Don't scare Paimon like.
I heard it too. It was...
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly...
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
You're here, Kachina!
Lonnie?
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's...
Don't get too close! One with nature.
Let's go, Twirlies! You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. The Y-Up's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out.
Had a girl.
Should we start heading back then? Actually, I have a request. I can't exactly put it into words, but
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as... There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire... But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then...
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're...
still, we can't just leave the...
I agree. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the...
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long. No, I'm fine. Just up ahead.
Listen to me, Kachina. Well, you don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there.
All right.
We've already come all this way.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster. I don't have much time left. If you're anything like... So go.
Thank you for...
You're a true... Does your head still hurt? Let me help you walk.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger stuff than that.
Check this out!
Wyab? Wyab! I'm back! My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab, can...
So we were right. The contamination is... Alright, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
Careful. We've got company.
Already?
You really think that puny... You tried to get him... He would have dispersed with or without me. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me. No, I thought this night... That is the ancient name the Pyro Archon created. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina...
Kachina! Give me your hand. Feel that? I'm right.
Thanks, Moalani, because I'm not
You're right. Maybe but you also couldn't be more wrong.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back to... The power lies not in the idealists, but in our commitment to uphold it.
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance.
There aren't many in Natlan who...
Let's ride! Check this out! Best of luck! Let her rip! Clear the area! Woohoo! Amazing!
How brightly burned!
sword!
Oh, we won! We actually won!
That's what he gets.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely. This makes me so unbelievably
I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are unstoppable.
Huh? My ancient name is glowing?
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain—
Wait, does that...
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend. Still, seeing you pull it off. Everything you said was exactly right. It took years' work. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us. Only then. Tupac, a warrior from the people of the Springs. I fought against—
I've heard that name before. You were the—
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, under the name Umoji, as long as blood still, its blaze will become one, even amid everlasting darkness. Our bonds remain eternal.
So that's what—
What do you mean?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan start—
We can go over the details once we get back. I know bits and pieces, but...
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot. Okay, that should be enough.
I hear your voice, Kachina.
Great. Well then, I was going to... I'll keep searching within myself.
You are already...
Huh?
You are all my most... Your ancient name is... Focus on the story of... It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move and go now, my children.
I know we've never met before, Wyabb, but I just thank you for encouraging Kachina.
Whoa! What's going on?
We're out of time.
It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to...
It's a Sealy! The Sealy
or we'll be stuck here!
Watch out for the falling rocks!
Quick, through the middle! Come on, faster!
We'll never make it!
You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved, but she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up? She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the... So you're saying her? Every great display of power.
You must feel terrible. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor.
I recommend getting a...
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. Let's get going. We need to share what... Right. I'll let her explain every move. There's a lot.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot.
Thank goodness you made it back. Take a seat, everybody. All right. I have to say, though...
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention...
Given the current situation, that ability will likely...
Of course. I still have
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. Just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction.
Huh? No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the hand. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the...
Mualani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were unlike the other nations. Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines. The battle against the Abyss was even then. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially immediately after the war. Our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of... But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed our civilization was dying if we didn't bring the So, the Archon...
So that's what... After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure since the plan was mentioned in those memories. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro...
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense!
That's right. The hardest thing, a god can extend a human's life by using a But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like only by dying before...
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss if the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance. The Pyro Archons that came after the war the goal was to reunite the people and restore... Once a tribe was back to its the Chosen would then...
So that means...
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the... After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust...
So in other words...
Yes. According to the 6 heroes successful... Once again, it comes down...
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection...
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. If we want to unblock that... So, I've tried my... Currently, Shilonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored.
But we have less than a year?
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until... That's also why I haven't been able to take action.
But if you knew this whole time, Why didn't...
Perhaps, but just like your
So I suppose you're not...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will... I can only try... I have never believed I could solve it. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon. You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh?
Even though I sacrificed my power, after all, in addition to their...
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied... Over time, they became on their own. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fires stored within them to open the boundary between the It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what.
You have nothing to be sorry. And then, besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, if they knew those items helped...
Even when you...
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past, if you still have your deeds will become new...
Well...
Now that Kachina... And we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Still, now that...
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to... It's been really nice. I've witnessed their... I'm certain. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future. The abyss, my rage. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single... I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to... Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head fight, but...
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. We will do even across...
Yeah, Mom... Oh, serious...
I am... Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
The rules are my legacy.
War for...
Who?
We are the inheritors, those who grew along, those who fought. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
You can't run!
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. It's not that...
Well...
She didn't cause any trouble during...
Yeah, she was...
That's good.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty...
Maybe it seemed on her impulse to...
So, what you're saying is...
Okay, so anyway.
What? Do you...
No way. Chaska never... I appreciate the... Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their... In the end, it's all the...
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina! Woohoo!
Well done, Kachina! Thank you, everyone! I'm so glad I finally made it!
I always knew you could do it. You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were...
I had no
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to when he insisted on repaying the.
But the fact of the matter,
I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing.
So,
Our team captain Drake.
serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
alright. There's, dear friends. Firstly, I'm grateful to this traveler and his companion Paimon they've agreed to let me learn from, and let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the traveler, and they too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please.
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it? To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, Hey, please.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because the thought of you could just as imagine if I couldn't make. Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Of course.
Paimon suddenly remembered.
Yes, it was. From what I've been able to piece together, I can she played still, it was an impressive achievement. You feel lost. This is a war. And there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon.
Yeah!
I suppose, even if the future ends in destruction, and this is a pivotal moment. We are, well, 3, to be precise. There's one for your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are the Ode of Resurrection. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. We've never forged.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken it. As for you, I must...
No matter how dense, you don't have...
I'm beginning to see you